Welcome back to the Catio. We are going to attempt to make a breakfast scramble today. And we'll start out, like we always do, by making sure that we have some canola oil spread out on the griddle. There we go. Put this here. I am using my brand new barbecue tools, courtesy of a dear friend of mine, and they're awesome. So for this scramble, we're going to start with some bacon, and we will put that on the hot spot, right in the middle. We're going to crumble that bacon on top of the scramble. Let's see what we've got for cooking temp here. Oh, perfect. 400. Yeah, it's a little warmer than I like, but it's also about a balmy 34 degrees out here in West O. So that's going to entail, I'll just stick this right on here, that we have the griddle a little warmer than we normally do. To make a long story short, we're going to scramble them all together and see if we can come up with something delicious. We're going to start here, even though the potatoes take longer to cook than the rest of it, because we want to use the bacon grease to give the potatoes a little extra yummy. So we're going to do it that way, even if it's going to take just a little bit longer, which is fine. We've got this in the hot spot. We've got two burners on very, very low. We've got a cool spot over here like we always do. And we are going to let the bacon do its thing. It doesn't take long in this hot spot. It doesn't take long at all. And this is good old Hy-Vee Applewood thick cut bacon, which is awesome. And obviously we're not sponsored by anybody, so when I give you my assessment of the bacon, that's because that's what I think. Quite a little snow for early December here in West O. A lot of it melted. As you can see, the Catio is pretty much taken down for the winter. Everything's covered, everything's taken down, all the wires are put away, and we will revisit the Catio, hopefully, as soon as we get some nice weather in March to put it all back together. Use that as our home base here in the summer. Oh, it doesn't take very long on the hot spot here. I want this bacon crispy. I like it crispy, but I want it a little crispier since we are going to crumble it up on top of our scramble. I don't see any cats out here. Nope. No cats out here. this afternoon. I'm sure it's nap time for them. But they normally will stick their nose out here and see what we're up to. The bacon is going right along. We're going to have a nice little puddle of bacon grease here to use on our potatoes. Oh, that's getting there. That's getting there. We might take that off here anytime and put it on the upper rack. Got these nice tongs, so now I do not have to reach in there with my fingers, which is definitely an improvement. All kinds of things on my nice little barbecue tool set that I want to experiment with and learn how to use. It'll definitely be an improvement. I think this might be just about ready. Oh, it is. I'm going to put this up here. Still going to keep it on the heat, but we're going to put it on here. And now, for our next trick, oh, I don't want it to dangle over there. Okay, there we go. Our next trick, these are home-style potatoes that we are going to put right here on this lovely bacon grease. I should have a spatula. There it is. We're going to let these potatoes do their thing on the grease here till they get nice and brown. And we will put those under the dome. Let those heat up. This dome is awesome. It does a lot of things. And while the potatoes are just cooking away, we're going to find our new spatula. Put down the sausage. This is Johnsonville spice sausage. And it's spiced is the correct term for this. Cook. And I meant to season this up with Catio. I'll do the same with the potatoes here. Season those with our Catio complete, which is awesome. Okay. So now we have sausage cooking. We have the potatoes underneath the dome. Potatoes are doing. Oops. They're starting to get a little brown. A little brown on those potatoes. There we go. Put that back on the dome. Keep cooking the sausage. That bacon is just getting more and more crispy up there by the moment. That's just about right. Just a little bit. Maybe we will start. Not yet. So we have peppers and onions and some mushrooms that we need to start. But we really need to let these potatoes catch up before we worry about that. Look at the steam coming off that sausage. That's yummy. That's yummy. All right, well, I think we'll take our mushrooms and our peppers and onions. Put a drip coming down off the Catio on those. Sausages are coming along nicely. They're going to be mixed together anyway. It doesn't really matter if they can cook. There's a drip. There's snow up there coming right down on top of this dome. It didn't hurt anything. All right. Let's stir these up a little bit. Oh yeah, those are coming along. As soon as those are nice and brown, we'll put the eggs on. There we go. So everything's coming along. I might take, in just a second here, I should put this on here where it's supposed to go. I'm not going to need this for a while. Let's put this back here. Keep stirring these up. I'm going to turn this side completely off. I think we've got enough heat on those. Sausage is looking good. The bacon's looking good. Okay, let's check on pepper. Oh, our taters are coming. They're coming along. They are coming along. Get on both. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Those are coming along just fine. You want to get those nice and brown. I'm going to make some room for our egg over here. Put these over to the cooler side. All right. There we have our mushrooms, peppers, and onions. It'll be ready to go here in just a second. The bacon is just getting more and more crispy. Look at those potatoes. Oh, look at those potatoes. All right. just 1 second here. We will put on the eggs. And we scrambled up some good eggs. Put in some milk. That is not as scrambled as it should be, is it? Let's get this over here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Mmm. Mmm. Scramble up that egg. Mmm. Perfect. Let's see how these. Good. I'm going to oh, that's way too much. Shoot. Not that you can have too much badia, but we'll need to spread it around a little bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let that egg set up. And we'll see how the taters are doing. They're doing. There we go. Look at that. Well, we got this open. Let's season those up a little bit, because we love us some badia. Okay. Those eggs are doing just fine. Perfect. There we go. Scramble those up. As soon as we think those potatoes are nice and golden brown, we're going to start doing some mixing. As soon as these eggs are set up, they're not ready, but they're certainly not going to be scorched. Scramble these up. Oh, there we go. Scramble these eggs up. There we go. There we go. Now, I'm going to see here. Not quite. Those potatoes are not quite done. So when they are, we're going to start mixing things together and see what we come up with. Oh, there's your getting there. Those eggs are getting there. There we go. Those eggs are getting there. Okay. We are just about ready to let the potatoes do their thing. They're getting there. Not quite there. Got these sides both off. Not that it cools down that fast. But I want those potatoes golden brown. Let me see how this is. Perfect. That was good. Okay. There we go. All right. That's more like it. Still want those a little bit more done. They're close. And we'll, of course, edit out the lag here. All right. I want one more done. Okay. A little more down. Just keeping everything else warm over here. Those potatoes to get done. Edit that out. That's good. Ooh, that is some spicy sausage. Okay. Close. Very, very close on these potatoes. I want them golden brown and crispy. Not necessarily. Close. That's close. All right. My mushrooms and onions and peppers. Get this one more time with Catio. Complete. I think I will season these potatoes one more time before we give it a go here. What I could do while I'm waiting is crumble up this bacon. So it will be ready to go on top. Nothing like bacon. Yummy. No. I think we're about there. All right. So now, take this off. And we are going to mix up the potatoes and the egg. Where next, we put some cheese, sharp cheddar cheese on there. Hold everything together. There we go. There is the cheese. We'll stir that up. Add some sausage. Stir that in. That's looking, ooh, that's looking yummy right there. That is looking yummy right there. Stir it together. The cheese hold it together a little bit. Okay. Let's add some mushrooms, onions, and peppers. Stir everything together. Look at that steam come off there. That's lovely. All right, all that's left, we're going to season this with our Battia Complete. Ooh, that's a lot of Battia. And the last thing we're going to do, before we pull this off, put it on a plate, stick a fork in it, is add the bacon. Just because it's bacon. There we go. And there we have our breakfast scramble. Scramble it up here. There we go. Get that ready to pull off. That's looking pretty good. That is looking pretty good. Put everything on here. All right. Well, I think we're putting this on a plate. Ooh. There we go. And there we have our breakfast scramble. Oh, spatula makes it so easy to clean this off. Get everything on here. It's a little easy to clean. Gonna let this sit up for just a little minute while we do our normal cleaning of the grill. And there you have it. Breakfast scramble. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time on the Catio.